What is up, internet, and welcome to a new video. Today I'm starting my first video on A Township Tale, and in our first video we're gonna be making a sword. So a sword like this should help you out in your adventures. The goal is that we're gonna be making a sword from scratch. So first we have to make the handle, then we have to make either a pommel or a guard, but depends what we want really. And then of course we need the blade. I'm gonna be starting as a complete beginner, as you can see, with the starting gear, so nobody feels left out and so nothing is unclear. So before we begin, there are a few things to note, and for that we have to go to the blacksmith. Something to note is that you do need these molds. So when you're in a fresh server, these are not really here. You need to find all of them in chests around the map. There are a few, I believe, so you have like the hammer mold and all that, but not a blade mold. So to really get those, you need to be looting chests around the map. If you want me to make a video on that, let me know in the comments of this video and I'll consider it. Another thing that we need to get started is a hammer. Like this. Well, a primitive hammer anyway. And along with that, we're also going to be needing a primitive pickaxe or chisel. It works both ways, really. Now, if you want to be extra fancy, we craft on top of that a torch on both sides, of course. And now we can do it like this. And we have fire and light that if we need it. So keep in mind, get the molds you need wherever you need them. Now, let's get on with the beginning, which is getting wood. Alright guys, to craft our handle we need wood, which we are gonna need in the carpentry area over there. As you can see currently, I do not really have any wood available to me. So we need to go over there. So if you're at the blacksmith board, you can go over there on that bridge. And from there we should be able to chop down some wood. By the way guys, if this bridge is not built when you start your adventure, that is because you have a fresh town and then you need to build it. So you just need to collect some sandstone, which is right next to the bridge, it's also up in the mines. You need to collect it, dump it in the deposit, and then it will build so you can move on. Okay, so around here we should be able to find some basic tools that you might need. Our rusty swords and all that over here. I think I'm just gonna stick to the beginner gear, but you could find a rusty axe here over there, for example, a rusty hatchet. You know what, for the sake of this video, I'll take it with me. Oh, it's a big one too. Damn, yeah, this is actually probably a bad idea to have a big one. Make sure to get your map points, very important. Just hold your hand on it if you don't know how to do it. If I remember correctly, this bridge is already built. Okay, so we're at the woodcutting place. So basically here, all you have to do is grab your hatchet that we made earlier with a flint and a torch. You don't really need the torch for this. And then you need to start cutting the tree. That's it. Sorry about that. Cut down the stumps, by the way, otherwise the trees don't regrow. Very important. Alright, I got 27 wood, so that should be enough for this little adventure. But I'm definitely gonna come back because I do need more wood for other projects. Alright, time to get to the carpenter. Okay, now that we've made it to the carpentry bench, or I don't really know the official name, we can start carpenting. However, first we need an actual recipe, which you can find in the book. Also, by the way, I'm gonna do this with primitive tools, but you can also get like a chisel and a hammer, which will make the whole process a lot less painful. But yeah, just for the sake of the video, I'm doing it with primitive tools. Okay, so there's the carpentry bench, and right behind us we have the book. This is the first thing we're gonna need, is a recipe. And we want basically a nice handle for our sword, which is a small handle like this, possibly. Or yeah, I think that's our best bet. There's a few here. I obviously do not have all recipes, but just use what you can use, I suppose. So I think we start with a decent one. You can get like better wood and stuff for it later, but this is of course a beginner sword. So I would suggest just grabbing this one, because I think everyone starts with this, even in a brand new server. And you want to put it in here. So over here now we have a recipe, we have the working bench. Something that messes a lot of people up is this thing. You need to pull it all the way over here, and now we can start working. Okay, first things first, we need to start by throwing some wood on the machine. Oh, not meat, thank you. There we go. So let's drop what we need. I think we just need one chunk. If you're making a bigger handle, you need more than just one chunk. But now it starts lighting up and we can start working. We're gonna be using a primitive hammer, and you can use a piece of flint for this. So I'm just gonna pull out a piece of flint, in fact. All right, so grab your hammer, grab your chisel, and start working away. And let's get ready for the final punch, or 2 punches. There we go. We have a handle now. All right, so now we can start moving on to our next piece. All right, so this is our handle. Okay, so basically everything else is going to be metal parts, so we need metal for that. Okay, so if you're not in a new server and there are people on it, there might be metal in here that you can use, and I will use that for the sake of this video, but I will show you another place where you can find metal in the beginning. Like if you're completely new server, you're on your own, I will show you where to get some bronze. Preferably you want to use iron. If you have the smelter ready, which is over there, for me I still need to build it. Get some iron, smelt down some lanterns or whatever. I'll do a video on that if you guys want to. But yeah, use iron preferably. Not gold though. I guess use the best resource you have. This thing is so important, I need to build this. Oh. Okay, thank you, chicken. Okay, so to the mines we are here, and this is where you want to get your bronze. If you're in a brand new server, there should be a pickaxe there. Maybe you don't have a pickaxe, in that case just use this. It works the same, it just takes a bit longer. And then this is where you should be able to mine your copper. So for me, it's already mined up. Also, you can get some dry grass here. Very good source. It will respawn all the time. What's this? Oh, a bunch of arrows. I'm gonna grab some more wood because I'm gonna need it later. But in here, you might find some stuff that you can smelt down or use at a later date. Also, there are usually just a bunch of stuff laying around here that you can get. I think I'm gonna skip out on a coin, but they spawn. We don't really have an economy on my server, because it's just me and my friend. But yeah, that is one thing you want to keep in mind. Just mine your copper here, get a bunch of pieces. I believe you need 3 ore for an ingot, so you're gonna need, that's about 15 ore. So get your ore, 20 to 30 should be enough for a sword. Over here, you might also find some teleport potion, which could come in handy. It spawns all the time, so don't use it sparingly. And this is what I mean with molds. You can find these all over the map. We already have this one, but this is, for example, a handguard. You can find stuff like this, which you can smelt down. Especially this one you can smelt down for a lot of iron, so just use that when you can. I don't have the smelter, sadly, but yeah, let's get back. This will just take me to spawn, but in the edit, I'm gonna make it seem like this will take us to the smith. Oh, we made it. We're at the smith. So over here, I'm gonna grab my ingots, because of course I already had some pre-made. I don't have enough space for this. Well, don't worry. We're gonna make space. All right, I'm gonna put my ingots over there for now, because we're gonna be working and I need some space for other stuff. Our handle will be over here. So those two are just ready to go. Now we need to make our stuff. Okay, so quick guide on the smelter. Over there, over here, is where your molds go. So you need to find those molds, like I said, or use the ones that are there if you're in an existing server. But before that, you probably want to smelt your ore. Okay, so what you do to smelt is over here, you drop your ore. So for example, if I wanted to smelt bronze, you can just have it in the bag or have it like this and then drop it in there. Oh, just dropped it like that. And then you want to close it and it will start smelting if you have 3 or more. Currently it's not smelting because I only dropped in 2. Anyway, I'm sure you get it. But the thing is, if it's not smelting, there is something else that's pretty important, which is this little hatch down here. So over here, you need to drop in your coal or wood. I think they both work, or anything that just looks burnable. And then you open the hatch here and just throw it in there and it will start as fuel. All right, and then on the other side is where it will drop out. It will just come falling out. In the case of ingots, they will be over here and you can just grab them and that's it. Okay, so first we probably want to make something like a guard, a hand guard. or a pommel. Arrowheads do work as pommels, by the way, but I'm not gonna use that because that seems kind of stupid. You can be very creative with making stuff in this game. I'm a little upset because we don't really have any blade molds yet, which is like stupidly unfortunate. Oh, actually, I can finish this. There we go, I built a new thing. By the way, if you just need parts and you already have some laying around, like I need, for example, right now, then you can just use this to knock off whatever you need. So now I have a guard and a blade. I think I'll use a longer blade though, because this one's kind of lame. Since I don't have a blade mold, I'm just gonna use the example blade I have and smith that off so we can use that. There we go, that's all I needed. I kind of just took my parts from stuff that was laying around. However, if you want to smelt it, I'll do it as an example. You would have to grab... You know what, I'm just gonna make a shovel head for the sake of it. But just think this is a blade or a pommel or whatever you need. So you want to look what's on it. It says 5 ingots here, for example. So we're gonna grab 5 ingots and then just throw it in there. That's 5, and then you close the hatch. Make sure you close it all the way, and then it should start working. Okay, and then it should pop out here when it's done. And there it is, the shovel head. However, this is not sharp, which your blade will also not be when it comes out. And with this, we cannot shovel. So what do you need to do? Well, you need to go over here, light it up like that. And then when it starts burning like this, you grab it, you put it over here, and you start hammering on it. I would hold it down if I were you, because it will go away. But just hammer on it until it gives a blue glow, and that should mean it's done. And there we go, that was it actually. So it is still a bit glowy, that should be fine. It will cool down over time. You can also drop it in water if you need it cooled down immediately. But that is a shovel head, which you can put on something like this. Boom, now we have a shovel. It's a bit of a big shovel, but it's a shovel nonetheless. Yeah, that's a huge shovel. I don't think I should have made it like this, but hey, it will do the trick, you know, if we need to start shoveling somewhere. Okay, and common courtesy in towns is that you put back your mold when you're done with it. But I don't know, do whatever you want, I suppose. Anyway, let's imagine we did all that. Now we're gonna put the whole thing together. So we just smith my blade. Oh, wow. We put it over here, you would think, but no. You need to do it in the right order. First we put the guard, like this, and then on top of that you put the blade. So now we have a sword. It's not exactly what I imagined, because we need something on the bottom, which we can still do. That's the beauty of A Township Tale. It's very customizable. Question is, what do we want on the bottom? Let's take a look what we have. So we could put like a blade on it, or maybe just an arrowhead. I think I might actually do an arrowhead, because they can look pretty cool. So you just want to drop it in there, of course, and then you want to grab whatever metals you need. So again, check how many you need. 2 for me, 2 of them over here. I'm gonna drop that on the floor just for now. Drop it in here, and we can start working. They are stackable, which is good. But yeah, that's an arrowhead. Now we can finish our blade. I don't know what to do with the rest of these. I think I'll just leave him up here in case my friend needs them, so he did want to do archery. But yes, you can easily put this on here for customizability. That is a very cool looking pommel, actually. So yeah, that is your blade, or rather your first blade. Anyway, so that is how you make a blade in A Township Tale. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. If you have an idea for a future video, then also let me know in the comment section down below. And I'm just gonna kill this little frickin' with our new blade. We can finally kill the stupid dodo. Come at me. And I cut it down midair. You see that? That was pretty cool. So you can use swords for stuff like this even, to cut down a piece of meat. If you need more tips on Township Tale, definitely let me know. If you liked it, make sure to drop a like rating down below. Make sure you're subscribed, which you can do right over there. Check out the videos over there as well. I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it if you enjoyed this one. And I hope to see you in the next Township Tale video. See you guys later. Bye-bye.